And we have we have some theories and calculations that whatever she has, right? Whatever she has, her noble phantasm had 2 wings, right? She had 2 good, 2 evil. Cupid, she definitely could have like an essence of Cupid. There's another K word, but that's spelled with a C. Can't remember for the life of me. But essentially, there's a possibility that what's in her could kind of just point out to be Lucifer, but not really Lucifer. Which is fantastic. And the fact that where's that fucking note that I had? Where the fuck is the note I had? I had a note that I replied on / commented. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. So essentially, let's see, where are we gonna get that picture? Perfect. We're gonna use this picture here. So essentially, she has 4 wings, 5 birds, right? This is her noble phantasm. In Greek folklore and Roman folklore, it's one of those. Greek made a statue of an angel. It was fucked up, and the Romans made an angelic type like this, right? Like the Romans were the first one to kind of humanize humanize angels to their form, while Greek kind of treated angels like a divine being but not super humanoid. Because Cupid and Cupid, same thing, differentiated from all the way down from the Christianity to Roma to Greek to Yuguda. All this shit kind of depicts, and they're kind of some people are saying that he could be Cherubim, and if you don't know what Cherubim is, it's this guy right here. And if you don't know what Cherubim is, they are like I think it's archangels, I want to say. Oh, there we go. Sure. Perfect. Is one of the unearthly beings directly attended to God according to the Arabican religions. Numerous depictions cherubim assigned that many different roles, such as protecting the entrance of Garden of Eden. Jewish angelic hierarchy, cherubim have the 9th lowest rank in the blah blah blah, and the 3rd rank in the Kabbalah. Puts them in the highest rank among seraphims and thrones. Some of the Christian icon, it's depicted as 2 pairs of wings and have 4 faces. One that of a lion representing all animal, an ox, human, and an eagle. Their legs were straight, soles their feet like hooves, and bulbs gleamed like polished brass. Later traditions described them to a more corporeal Western Christianity. They become associated with I don't know what the fuck is that. The figure work of art depicted as a chubby male child, usually butt naked and winged. originally limited profound expression. Poodle game Sacred Cherub, and it became resulting in the prescription small, plump, and winged boy. Islam, it's an angel that's closest to God. Joseph Heim, a noble amongst cherubim. Others are the bearers of the throne, aka or the archangel. See, this is why I said they're like archangels. In his realm, there are 7 cherubim compared to the 7 archangels. Yeah, so the reason why I'm telling you this is because A, they're most likely whatever she is in has an archangel. But remember, it's weird for archangels to have devil wings, right? And there's another reason for that too. Also Cupid and Cupid and Serbium all starts with C, right? Like it's an entourage of her whatchamacallit. The reason why it says Karen C. Orutesia, while it has multiple meanings, including her mother's maiden name, but what's her name? Yeah, what's her mom's name? Yeah, it includes his mom's name, which you can see right here. Starts with a C. Terbium also starts with a C. So it's gonna be an entourage of those for sure, which is really nice. Just look at those thighs. Forgive me for I've sinned. Is it Lucifer but not devil himself? It could be Lucifer, right? Like it's a depiction of sort. And we don't know what age she really is. Technically it can be Prisma Ilia, and apparently in Prisma Ilia she's pretty legal. But I'm assuming it's from Hollow, so it is a you can assume that it's 14. And yeah. Because if you don't know, wasn't Lucifer like the second best under Michael, right? In angel terms? Yeah, let me check the 7 archangels. Because Lucifer was technically an archangel. Technically. There we go. Gabriel, Jovel, Uriel, Michael, Zidel, and Raphael. Judo, Uriel, Giro, Raphael, and Annalise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, thanks for the follow. Guard EX, nice. Traditional Archangel came in from the Book of Watchers, known as Econ, merged in Native European sculpture icon, blah 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 blah. Tobit, Bible, one of the chief princess, who's gonna refer to it as the angel. Well, how many? Fucking tell me, everybody. Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, and Raphael is stained on the stained glass of the 4 archangels. One of the 7 angels who has started ready before the Lord Spirit phrase. Russia, Eastern, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Daniel, Judiel, Virgil, and the 8th. In the 8th, Urim. Mentions Regal, Serial, and Javiel, while the apocryphal sources gives us the name of those others. Is described as that. Grigory, aka the fallen angels, the leader are they identified as Sejamas. Other name would be recognized Eastern Orthodox as Sephile or Doodle. Jewish context, how God sent them to help rescue Adam and Eve from Satan's deception, commanding Sephire to bring them down from the top from the high mountains to take them to the cave of treasures. Some say that it was an angel, another angel who had golden sand, came, stood altar, given much incense, prayer. So wait, then why did it say it? The leader is identified as Shesmaz. That's what. Shesmaz Aza or Oza, aka Fallen Angel, the Watcher. It's just a book of giants and the Quran. Forbidden prostitute fathers to have breed giant son. Alright, so we're separating ourselves here from true. Because I'm pretty sure it's from true. 第2であるはずのケルムビンは第1のセラフィムとも同意化されている質が発生。ここに手をかかれば考えてみるとみんな大好き。セラフィムのテンプもあった。And yeah, because it's technically there is a connection between cherub and seraphim, which is Eden, blah blah blah. Ark of Covenant, Mercy Seat of the Ark, Solomon's Temple. Cursing God is an enthroned above Cherubim, aka at the Mercy Seat. Solomon's Temple is described in 1 Kings tendering the phase, who dwells among Cherubim. Praise said that one in 1 King and Isaiah. Implement candid understanding where the Temple of the Covenant was literally the throne or simply indicated the event. They were not called cherubim until chapter 10. They were described as a likeness of a man having 4 faces. That man, the right side, bird, blah blah. This is just to talk about what this god is all about. In medieval theology, the following writing of Persuado Dionysius, the cherubim are the second highest rank in angelic hierarchy following the seraph. Cherubims are regarded as a traditional Christian analogy as angels in the second highest order, the ninefold celestial hierarchy, listed alongside of seraphim and the throne. The Western art, cherubim became associated with Puto and Gero-Roman god Cupid or Eros, depicted with the small plump winged boys. See, there we go. AKA Cupid. Remember, it has a C word to it. Artist representation of cherubim in the early Christian art sometimes divulged description. Earliest known depiction of such was in the mosaic found in the throne of Hoist David, mosaic of amalgamation of Ezekiel's vision with a 6-winged creature revelation. I wonder if she will have a 6-wing. I wonder. Yeah, I think this is not her full ascension, and therefore we only see 4 wings. I wonder if her final ascension will give 6 wings. That would be pretty fucking lit. I need to know the hierarchy. Yeah, seraph is also known as Hebrew, Arabic, term of Jerusalem, finger of seraph, back mythology. Christianology is the Jewish angelic hierarchy. Book of Isaiah determined that 6 wings flying around the throne of God carrying holy, holy. Oh, what the fuck is holy, holy, holy? Is an opening amigos of Theos standing in Heim during Orthodox. Throne scene, triple indication of holiness, pronoun and theology feature its influence frequently depicting angels, heavens, and apotheosis. Seraphim are mentioned as celestial beings influenced to Hellenic work, Book of Noct, and Book of Revelation. Their emerging consensus is the modus of being displayed as Cana and just in Europe. Oh damn, Egyptian too. Very nice. Solomon temples represent the sole instance of a Hebrew Bible to this screaming. Lord is sitting upon the throne. Da 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 da. Winged celestial being with fiery passion for doing God's good work. Notwithstanding the word of the text, Hebrew scholar claims that the Bible saying that the statue of angels only source they consider division. Flaming elements of the sun. Beast describing the forever God's presence, praising him, not rest at night. Holy, holy, holy God, Lord among which is and is to come. This account differs from Isaiah. Ism, Christianity. There we go. Fixing the fire nature of Seraphim mitigation. Seraphim is views helped by deity perfected but not limited, taking his cue as well, writing so. Book of Seraphim, Book of Isaiah, physical representation. It says that the power of so helped them out. The quote suggests that believe the Seraphim revealed this knowledge because of their appointed status as Son of God and Holy Spirit. It was later criticized for making such claims, labeled heretic by the Christian Church. Expressing the word ardor and fire. They burn with fire chariot, highest model, impatient of the second place, let us emulate dignity and glory. They're still more powerful. Interesting. First, the movement which upward continues signifies that they're born inflex towards God. Secondly, activated force, which is heat, which is not found in fire simply, but exists in serpent sharpness. Oh, I started to get it. I got you. All right, so we need to know the hierarchy of the god. Seraphim, cherubim, and thorn. Seraphim is literally translated as burning ones, the word normally synthesized for serpents when used in the Bible. They're the highest angelic class and they serve the caretaker God's throne, continuing shouting out 3 holy praises in the Lord's host and the whole earth of his glory. As symbol of 4 evangelists. Here describes Sarah lion's body, feet of an oxen, cherubim guard the way of the tree of the life to the garden of Eden. Hard English blur between the putty and are often wingless human baby toddlers, tradition figured apart. St. Thomas images Satan as a fallen cherub. Interesting. I like that. So technically, Satan can be depicted as a fallen cherub. That's the interpretation you can use to the modern English. And I think they will try to make a connection with that. I like that. I wouldn't say it's going to be a high possibility, but the possibility of linking between her and Satan could definitely be possible. Just because if it's just a regular cherub, right? It should just have regular wings. And from what I'm seeing, I only see, you know, regular wings all around depictedly. And like I said, it might not be her full form. Therefore, she's not using her full power, Kapla. And, I mean, essentially, this is the daughter of fucking Kyrie we're talking about here. So, the face of a human, body of an ox, like, you know, her physical body is low-key combat ready. So, it doesn't have to be physically, doesn't have to be physically changed into the form. It just needs to have a concept or like strength of such, right? And who else is better than Kyrie's fucking daughter? What is this theory? Oh, we're just talking about how Caren might have either Lucifer or a cherub description of such angelic creature. So technically she doesn't have quote unquote Satan, but have an attribute to become Lucifer in a way. And then we'll find out more if Domon has a voice line with her. Then you can kind of know that it is Lucifer instead of Satan. And if you don't know, in certain histories and certain arts or certain stories, Satan and Lucifer are two different things. Let's see. Let me turn that down just a wee bit. Cherubs. Cupid しているような内容が、ただこれはクーピッド再びキルビム、そして打天使の素材も含まれているとして、さらに深く登場やし裏で仕組まれていた。Yeah, and then her, what was her noble phantasm name again? Wasn't it like something great hit or some shit? What's her noble phantasm? Can anybody give me a screenshot of the noble phantasm's name? Also, there is a Italian person mixed in as well, right? Hey, thanks for the follow, WK Justice. Appreciate that. What are we talking about? Angels now? We're talking about how Seraphine Caren might have a cherub servant or a angelic creature within it, and low-key might have like a, I wouldn't say a full portion, or at least a fragment of Satan in her. Or, excuse me, Satan or Lucifer within her. Bro, the first line of Lucifer in the wiki is that he's associated with Venus. Nice. Well, that's the unlimited blade work abridged. Nice. Caren is half Italian, is she? Is it because of the mother? I don't know about her enough that I don't know her background in general. Is she actually Italian? Are you fucking with me? Let me simp already. When will she be up? Best case tomorrow. Worst case, later tomorrow. Are we summoning for Satan? Not really. It might just be like a partial. It could just be a fallen angel. We're just kind of pointing out that she has 4 wings plus, and usually when their wings are corrupted, they are fallen angels. Because if you don't know, demons are creation of either 2 things, right? Demons are creation of either humanoid turned into evil, or and angels fallen from the sky, aka fallen ones. The sub says the greatest hit calling agape. I don't need the sub, I need the pictures. Because I need to read the kanji and figure out what it is. Because the kanji will have an explanation too, right? But it'll probably be calling agape. You might be on something. Alright, I'll check that out. What the fuck is agape? Sounds like a rock star name. A Geo-Christian love. Highest form of love for a man and man for God. Not confused with philia, brotherly love, or self-love, embraced in the universe. Unconditional love that transcends and persists regardless of circumstances. It goes beyond just the emotions of extent, seeking the best for others. The noun first occur with the but the verb goes far as back to Homer, translated literally as affection of greet with affection, show affection for dead. Other ancient authors used the form for love for a spouse or a family, affection to a particular activity, in contrast to eros, which is sexual. Agape is considered a love originating God or Christ for humanity. Refers to the covenant that love of God for humans as well as human reciprocal love for God. The term necessary extends to the love for the ones you fellow human beings. Some contemporary writers have thought out the extended use of agape into non-religious context. Well, widely examined within the Christian, it's also been considered a text for other religious ethics, and science. Early use was used for literature. Mentions that most of the honor officer held high esteem. Christianity, one of the most famous known Bible verse has been the gospel in a nutshell. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believed in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I wonder if she's gonna have a gut. The word agape refers to the border used such as under later Christian writers as the word specifically denoted Christian love for charity, even love for God himself. Agape is also used to early Christians to refer to self-sacrificing God for love. I don't like that. It was also used to early Christians to refer self-sacrificing love for God for humanity, which they committed to reciprocate and practicing towards God and among one another. Understanding built upon the foundation of Hindu concept of chest? I don't know how to fucking say that. Or loving kindness of God, which is taught throughout the Old Testament. Expounded many Christian writers, specifically C.S. Lewis, using agape and the four lovers, describing that he believes that the highest level of love known to humanity, selfless love that is passionately committed to a well-being of others. Selfless love. Sounds familiar? Christian use the term comes from the gospel, the teaching of Jesus. When asked about the great commandment, he'd say, the first great commandment, thou shalt love my God. So if she says the greatest hit, the calling of all love. Imagine love who would love me, imperial men, for their own sake, but do not any need or desire sake of me, having loved blessed for the present world. Praise of men more than the praise of God. Condemnation to light is come into the world. Men loved darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. Distinguish agape from eros and based on its original unconditional character. Humanity does not merely express its nature but transcends it. Identifies with interest of the neighbor and utter independence of the question of attractiveness. with no exception. So a very strong form of love. And you know what happens when you love humanity so much? We might fight a beast. We might fight her as a beast. We now have a possibility that she might be like a form of a beast, which is not good. Because in order for you to get, or essentially it's gonna be another Kiara comma situation. Yes and a no, right? Kiara loved herself. She was agape for all the love, right? And hey, who was it? Who's the fucking one that gave me the translated version of the Quaddle something? That fucking shit. That I need that one. Somebody DM that to me. The Quaddle fucking picture. I need to save that shit in my FGO theory file. I don't know where that bitch went. Kind of sucks. Let's see. Where did it go, Chad? Do we know? You guys remember where I put that bitch? You guys remember I forgot about it? Not everything is a beast though. You are correct. You are correct. But whenever a creature has a love, like a very, very heart, like love pressure onto it, it gets pretty sus. When I say pretty sus, I mean like the fact that, you know, this whole entire agenda is about love, right? Divine love, the ultimate form of love. So it could just mean that it's not a beast, but at the same time, it will be a threat to humanity still, in a way, because love taken way too far is a toxic thing. And here comes the context difference though, right? Is this going to affect us with because you know, we got many gods, we got many lords, we got many divine beings, right? But this is love. It's weird. This love is like the highest, apparently this love is the highest form of love humans can experience. And to experience that low key, that's kind of scary. And ironically, it's the fact that she is the one who caused that is like the deepest irony from what I can tell, right? Because doesn't she fucking like low-key get thrown away to the fucking sideline by Kyrie after the incident with mom happens? Is Ishtar god of love too? Indifferent interpretation, Aska. See, that's the thing. FGO has, in JP at least, we've gone to the point where interpretations matter. Because people will always, people, country, languages, worlds, perspectives will always interpret one thing to another. And just don't think that just because, like, what was it? Fucking Nero slash Castor Nero slash, you know, something of Venus represents Venus, and Ishtar represents, you know, this. They all like it's gonna collide. It doesn't collide. It's use them as a central similarity dot point. What up, TP? Who Caren is actual beast. She both gives and loves. That could, I like that sentiment. Yeah, she could be like the ultimate beast 3 that is both selfish but selfless. And technically, to be perfectly honest, that is the highest form of love you can give to yourself and to others, right? Is to be selfishly selfless. And that's fucked up. That's like almost low-key killing yourself to help others. Like that is another step above what Emiya does, what Shiro does. Like, you know Shiro is crazy. Ishtar is also a love, goddess of love and war. Yep, that's true. She's also a sadist. Oh, I see. Does she like to step on people? Karen's not a beast. She is a ruler, remember? That doesn't mean shit, though. Do you understand? I can tell you, you know, or Kiara was a beast, and she's alter ego, right? The thing is, it doesn't fucking matter if the person's a ruler. She could come out as a beast. And now, if you understand, if this theory of, what the fuck was it called? The Quillith? Quillith? The Dwillith? What the hell was it called? Some shit like that. I don't know how to fucking write it. I heard Shiro, where? I don't know what the fuck the word is. What was the word, chat? It was the, it's the word that depicts the entire fucking Jewish bullshit. Try Mussolini? That's right. I'll try Mussolini. I don't want fucking quilting, you cock. Is it Quinch of Jerusalem? Hell yeah. I'll go for that. We'll find something. It's something Jerusalem. It's in fucking Jerusalem. Forgot what it was called. Is it Quillith? Oh, it's fucking QL. Ah, there it is. Fuck, that took forever. Yeah, apparently this old translated kebab. There's a theory going on that this entire bullshit is the step ladder for the beast, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Oh, spoiler alert, there's an 8. Oh, we don't know that yet, right? The 3 of truths or something like that. Too much God of love. How much God of love is in FGO? A lot. And I don't know that. I don't know what you mean. Who is You need to rewrite that question, my friend. That's right. The quiche of Jerusalem. Looks good, right? So essentially, there's this theory going on that this whole shebang is orchestrated like this. We don't know. It's just a theory. But we know for a fact that L and R does exist for 3. Now, if you were to think of it, you would naturally put L and an R, right? But if you also think about it, if you are going to count a half like this, that means that this would make a whole. Meaning that instead of L and R, maybe it does go L and R, and then there's another beast here. Could be a possibility, right? Because even if it's left and right, it can only mean that there's one, they're only half of one or the other. And if she is a beast, if she is a beast, it would make sense, because if she is the beast 3 that we're thinking of, right? It would make sense that for what was it? Was it fucking Rapinus? Yeah, for Kama, because if you don't know Kama, she does have minor spoiler coming into the due diligent event. Minor spoiler alert for Kama. So if you don't want to hear it, close your fucking ears. Was it Kama Vivada? That fucking, was it this bitch right here? Kama, no, not you, not that one. It is Mara. What? Wrong one. That's a Stonks. It automatically goes to the Stonks first. Yeah, so essentially, aka Mara, Mara simplified Chinese, aka in Buddhism is called the demonic celestial king who tempted Prince Siddhartha by trying to seduce him with a vision of a beautiful woman who in various legends are often said to be Mara's daughters. He is essentially a demon, quote unquote, king. Word Mara comes from the Sanskrit of the verb. It takes the present incarnation. Verb noun casually rooted meant causing of death or killing, related to other death from the same root, such as so. Latter name for Ye, personified, is sometimes identified with Yama. If you guys don't know what Yama is a Buddhist deity of death and Hindu. And root of, Ma intends to Indo-European roots of meaning to die or disappear. Context, death, murder, and destruction is very widespread into Indo-European language, suggesting a great antiquity according to the Adams. There's 4 types of Mara. Keshla Mara, the Murdi Mara, and Sankadiya Mara, Departa of Mara, and Soulless Realm, who tried to prevent Mara from attaining liberation of cycle of rebirth on the night of the Buddha's enlightenment. Ah, I see. The metaphor of entirely condition of existence. Yeah, one of the object, the partitioner of Buddhism, has been fixed. Once could be called Kama / Mana, the god who represented good and the bad side of concept of love. So this entirely kind of gives out a interpretation of one, you know, like it counts, right? This is a divine deity, right, that is referred to as evil or killing or bad. Now, we already know that, I know for a damn well fact that the daughter of Kyrie will fucking be a murderous girl. Or if not, you know, having that angelic expression, and, you know, essentially the more prettier they are, the dangerous they can be, right? Every roses have their thorns. And I think that's what we're witnessing right here, right? Is Arda Poison Snake a good CE? It's not bad. It's not the worst. Even Lucifer is also associated with Venus. Damn, dude. I know. It's crazy. And so, if you were to think of it correctly, this could be another beast. Anything that associated with love for humanity can be associated with beast. Just because that's what beasts are. It's just love twisted in the most fucked up way. And what more better candidate to have than her, right? She's the most fucked up thing in existence. She is an amalgamation of a twisted form of love of humanity. Isn't she a ruler though? How could that happen? See, that's what your guys' concept is, right? Lash loves humanity, Mash can be a beast. You just don't know yet, my friend. She is technically a ruler. It doesn't say it right here, but it says it right here. She is technically a ruler. But also, at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, she's an assassin. She's an assassin. She's an alter ego. Like, don't throw that idea away just because you see her as a ruler, right? Like, you can't be like, oh, she can't be because she's a ruler. That don't mean shit. And I'm gonna tell you, if she does potentially become a beast, this theory that we have so far is gonna be omega sus. Good as fighting for humanity, we at Masters are the true beast. I mean, in the end, yeah. Like, think about it, Electro. We will probably defeat all the beasts of calamity. So, what will happen to us after we defeat all the beasts of calamity? It's only natural that after the world turns, we will be turned as a beast of calamity. The one who, you know, the one who ended all, the one who saw it all, and the one that seized all. Everyone can be a beast. If Gil wanted to say fuck you, yeah. If Gil wanted to, like, truly indulge himself in his selfishness, well, no, Gil technically can't be a beast because he doesn't love humans. He enjoys them. He acknowledges that they're worth having, but he doesn't have that passionate feeling. He doesn't have the concept of love towards humanity. He enjoys and knows that humanities can thrive, but he doesn't have affection feeling towards individual. He doesn't have a feeling towards humanity, but he has a love towards individuals. Saying that as a humanity is trash, but inside of humanity, the individuals will have an infinite amount of potential to, you know, get shit done. Kid Gill's a beast. Kid Gill, I hope he is a beast so I can beat his ass and fucking kill him over and over. Don't get it? Sherlock can be a beast? That's our theory so far. We need to see how it's summoned though. We need to see if she's a mixed servant. Our speculation will probably that she is a mixture of cherub and something else. We don't know exactly yet. She might have some sort of a Lucifer factor into her, which we don't know. It could just be a minor fallen angel kind of falling into it. It is just kind of, it is kind of befitting if it's Lucifer, because if you don't know, cherub technically, whenever people talk about cherub, they are often, aka modern, right? Modern Christianity would say that where is it? Yeah, the modern Christianity says it is related to Satan. Where was it, chat? I can't find it, but maybe it's here. Ah, there we go. In modern English usage, it's been blurred, but somebody, Saint Aquinas, imagined that Satan as a fallen cherub. Elder class, celestial being mentioned by apostles, living single God's justice. Orpheum is the Jewish angelic hierarchy. Idea of separating separate and one are the same to debate. Dead Sea Scrolls, blah 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 blah. Okay. Anyway. And it's interesting, right? Man, ox, lion, and eagle low key kind of fits her description in a way, right? It's not physical like they usually do, right? They're just gonna be like, oh, you know, lion, ox, eagle, blah blah blah. But since it is the daughter of Kyrie, it is a quote unquote a man. It's strong as a fucking ox and elegant as a fucking lion. And it can fly because, you know, you clearly can see it has wings. Also, it probably can jump without wings, but, you know. They can definitely interpret that completely convoluted so that it will fit her. Yeah. Also, she is mentioned as a similar to Putty, and Putties are those little young little chubby dudes. Also, it is associated that it is with Cupids. So how far did we get so far? Did we got most of the people caught up? Right now, we're saying that she is mixed with an angelic creature and something else. If it's just an angelic creature of cherub, it is understandable that she would be a ruler, right? It's an angelic being, it's a Christianic icon, and it loves God. It loves God like Jandu loves her god. So therefore the ruler possibility is there. Can Rin be a beast? No, because Rin doesn't love humanity. Rin loves Shiro's dick. That's about it. No. No ruler is beast though? Yeah, not yet, you dumb bitch. Everything will have its first time. And this can be our first time. And if this becomes a beast, I'm gonna tell you that this becomes even sus than ever before. You've never seen a beast like this. We've never known. Ruler class is so fucking... It's shit. It's trash, okay? It's a Sander Bear who correctly guides the Holy Grail War. What the fuck is that mean? And it's only natural that Virtuous Warrior summoned by Holy Grail itself tasked to govern the rituals of the Holy Grail Wars, right? Like this. When did this shit ever fucking happen? With her, him, it, and above all, her. She can be understandable, but this is a summer variant, so it doesn't count. This is the only two it applies to. Everything else is horseshit. This description literally lost its meaning. Merlin would just vibe it out. Merlin's a sus. Merlin is sus. Technically, Merlin needs humans. So, while he could be a potential beast, I think he's just fucking around. Karen, she is exercise of the church and a good girl, but with some shadows, she is balanced. Well, there's your balance. Good and evil. Selfless to selfishness. What's a good balance of a human life, right? You're not selfless and you're not selfish. And I don't know her noble phantasm. Like, I don't know why it's named like that. It's very weird. Because calling agape is like calling the eternal love of a god, right? So, unaffectionate love towards God. Meaning that it doesn't want anything from the god up top. Meaning that it gives infinite amount of love, right? Technically. So it's a selfless love. And you know what selfless love that fucking hinged to, you know what happened to a selfless love that kind of hinged to its utmost fucked up degree? There's your selfless love. There's your unbelievable agape. Song of agape, which forms a love unto God and God, love unto God, therefore man. Right? Because God gave agape, agape to humanity, aka unlimited amount of affection with nothing to turn. Let's see. And interesting enough that Karen's dad is a you know, this person's dad is also in relation with somebody at the same time, and also have a connection with you know, the man starts with an M. Very similar point. And if I remember correctly, if she is a cherub, aka another word for seraphim, another word for seraph or seraphim, you know, you've learned this or heard about it somewhere else, right? Here, yeah, the fact that we've heard that terminology from an event. So, do you know what happened to this person? Do you remember this event? Yeah. So, this is kind of the reason why I'm saying that she might be a possible beast. And also at the same time, you know, controlled love will probably mitigate, or aka, what's the fucking description for a ruler? Trash can, convenient way to govern humanity or some shit like that. And yeah, the reason why she's probably going to be a ruler is going to be a similar concept to Shin Hangdi, aka your first emperor being a ruler. And if you don't know what that means, make sure you read him up. Reason why he is a ruler. How do you correctly guide a Grail War? You don't. No, they just beat the shit out of people equally. I like that. That sentence from Apocrypha, not FGO though. But where else are you gonna get the fucking ruler terminology? Tell me. Let's see. Let's go fate. And go see. We'll go Seba. Class name. Go. Class name. Arthur. Class card. Alter. Lancer. God damn it. There's just so many. I clicked. I might have clicked on the wrong one. Let's see. Classification. The ruler. Spirit of attribution. Arbitration. Non-standard fought for the purpose of presiding over Grail War. Fuyuki Grail utilized its own logic, sense of action, and rolled upon the authority regardless of mediator. Blah, blah, blah. Protect the concept of itself. Reserve the system of the greater war being activated. In the Great Holy Grail War, ruler takes neither side of the battle, but only acts in the interest of the Grail. The ruler class servants are given command spells to control over. They're also summoned to preserve the laws of heroic spirits to ensure that they won't be violated, such as the law that dead do not lead the living. Tout as the greatest law of heroic spirits and maintain human history by preserving an illusion behind the ages of God so that people do not know about the truth behind it. The role of a ruler is to truth and educate all things in order to maintain human history. Criteria to be summoned as a ruler is impractical and possessing no desire for the Holy Grail. Those who qualify are most of saints. Any ruler summoned preside over Holy Grail War will be a saint under normal conditions. Within other systems like Fate, other who meets criteria can be summoned. One exception from a normal rule is Amaxa, who does not normally qualify summoned as by the Eisenberg as a heroic spirit, was considered the closest to a saint that could possibly found in the part. What? You think Lucifer ain't a saint? Technically, Lucifer is a saint. It's just that if you twisted the history right, that's an archangel, right? And this part right here will be the key terminology of why this cocksucker is going to be hella sus. That terminology right there. This term probably will get bented in a weird way, and that's gonna fucking cause a catastrophe reaction. But anyway. Who could be the final beast? Could it be Lucifer? No, it's us. We are the last beast. There has to be a reason. Yeah, you ready, TP? The reason why you're not getting any of the fucking costume is because they're like, nah, we're gonna give that to Arcade first. We're gonna give that shit to Arcade real quick, and then we'll think about it. Listen, look. We still haven't gotten this cocksucker's glasses. Dude. 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 DW literally went XD, let's put fucking glasses on this guy and not make it affordable to us. They fucking be trifling. And you know what? I bet on March. Wait, doesn't Julius have a... Wait. Hold up. I'm pretty sure. FGO Arcade Austin. Holy shit. Well, would you look at that, huh? I remembered FGO had a costume. Look at that. Speak of the devil. Number 8. Fucking 8 months. Not 8 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 months into the fucking costume era. We got Dandy Shade fucking Caesar. Well, would you look at that? It seems that Arcade has once again outplayed us. And they had the audacity to fucking put that bitch right in front of our faces and said, XD, brothers. You enjoying that good shit? Too bad you can't have it. Feels bad, man. Alright, I gotta pee real quick. BRB. Let me pee real quick. Did my music die? It did. Is it playing? I hope it is. I gotta pee. All right, I'm back. Ugh. Arcade's gonna be exclusive everything. I can agree with that. Gil can be whatever the fuck he wants. Technically. Gil can technically be whatever the fuck he wants, if he chooses to. But at the same time, if he does, he has to work under the counterforce, and therefore he does not like to work under anybody. So he literally says, fuck you. Henceforth, Gil doesn't become anything but those two. Could be a third one, but usually he doesn't become any of those, but those two. Arcade will have 6.5. Arcade and FGO are going to have 6 simultaneously. And that's going to be interesting. The fuck is Lucimon? From Digimon Frontier. It's an angelic mythological for Satan? That's funny, I like that. Doesn't this thing have an ultimate form? Yeah, there it is. Perfect. There you go. Chaos form. The Paradise of Lost. Oh, damn. It's a fucking Chol Kyukyukutai Digimon. Not just a regular Kyukyukutai Digimon. That's pretty cool. N is referring to Lucifer's status as in fallen angel. Mode is for mode change. Cain, Lucifer, angelic name for Satan. Lu, chaos mode. While first mode, angelic form mythology. While alright, so nothing really crazy. Yeah, because I know there's a whole fucking theory about like he was the first six-winged angel to be considered an existent called God. Yeah, see. It's said to that rival existence of God as well. It's contrary to exist. One side love all things as God does, while the other destroys the whole world as the devil does. Hence, once it destroys the world, it tends to create fresh. Daemon is plotting secretly reviving Lucifomon to lead the Leverian that was stronger than the Megas. Dun dun dun. Which is fucking weird, right? The fact that Daemon exists as a Digimon instead of like there were so many fucking demons, right? There are so many fucking demons that they could have used, and they just went for Daemon. But anyway, sorry, got off track. Does Arcade have a story? Yes. See, that's the lot of people are missing out on, right? Everybody thinks Arcade doesn't have a story, and it does. And the thing is, ever since America, right? Ever since fucking America came aboard, the storyline started to shift a little bit from FGO Mobile. This is why I am starting to look Arcade more harshly, or more like underneath the magnifying glass, because Arcade is telling another story instead of the mobile story. All the way up to London, all the way up to Okeanos, apparently it was very similar, if not the same. From London, it started to differentiate just because we didn't see this guy, Sololomon, and we also in America saw Proto, and instead of OG Saber Rama, we got Sheeta. So it's almost like we're playing Sun and Moon, Ruby Sapphire, and at one point we're gonna get all of them. interject and intertwine into like emerald, crystal, shadow, or some shit like that. Digimon lore can get pretty crazy. Dude, you really want to learn lore? Yeah, Digimon lore is low-key as complex, if not fucking big brain as FGO, if not little more, just because they have I think they got like what 30 years on they got about 15 more years on FGO Fate series than regular. Or was it celebrating its 30th anniversary or 50th? I forgot. But yeah, so ever since 5, Arcade has officially canonicalized the separation between mobile and arcade. A lot of people did see arcade as just a PvP fucking cash grab. It really is, in a way, and that's their main sell. Plus costume, of course. Costume, IRL cards, you name it. But yeah, essentially kind of putting out that some servants are missing from the bloom. There's some information that's also cut. An explanation is very interesting at best. Interesting to note, right? That we haven't seen. Have we seen Kucaster yet on Arcade? Because we know that's gonna be the case. We see Bedivere here. We see Casterku, Nightingale, Drake, and Nero. Mordred. You hear come? I don't know about that. Digimon, the kid who played with Tamagotchi monsters? Damn, dude. Why you gotta be hating? That shit got more lore than anything. But anyway, Arcade is gonna have more shit. I can't wait for next month so I can see another post of how Arcade is much more superior than mobile Kappa. But yeah. And it's also weird, right? Like, because she is the daughter slash a child of a priest, you can depict it as a child of a god. And yeah, like this terminology is gonna be really fucking weird, right? Because look, it's gonna be God created, yeah, God, child, Earth, right? Like a relationship, like a father to a son, but not really like father to a son. kind of deal. It's a Christian depiction, right? So get that correct. And you got your fucking what was the 3 shit? It was the God and the Son and the Holy Spirit, right? And we're probably gonna be touching up on this. What the fuck is Toraisterion? Is a motif consisting of a triple spiral exhibition, rotational symmetry. Spiral design can be based on interlocking sword. And Triskelion とも呼ばれる脳死はメブの推しでもある。これは3体でも1体同化するが、例えば LB6 で勝ちに登場するキルドがモルガンはモルガンはマッハ、エヴァンで3人1体でもあることがある。取引のごとには4.5で出たり、日本の村を受ける上昇のである。I see. So you see these 3, right? This number 3, the God, Son, and the Holy Spirit, all in one, essential. It's got the angelic class, which can be considered as a god or divinity. The Son, aka the product of a daughter of a priest / humanity, and the Holy Spirit, which it's a pseudo, so inside of a human body. At the same time, there is a lot of 3, like mentions of 3, right? The fuck? I need to find out 3. What the hell is the 3? Like, what's the? I think it's Triskeleton, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So there's this rule of 3, and if you look at rules of 3, this thing kind of pops up. And it's Triskeleton, which is a motif concerning triple style, existing rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry system, spiral design that can be used to interlock. Archimedes spirals representing 3 bent human legs. Spirals are found in architects in European Bronze Age, Iron Age, blah 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 blah, and Greek antiquity, beginning of the archaic poetry, continued throughout the period. And it just kind of talks about this whole blah 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 3-legged. Have you remembered the 3-legged part? Spoiler. Well, I wouldn't say spoiler, but just kind of a. You've seen something that looks like a spoiler, right? And if you guys don't know, the motif of what's her name? Is it Morgan, whatever. She always have 3. Like, so this might introduce Morgan's concept. So she might be the introduction of Morgan's concept of rules of 3. Technically, it was already talked about it during 4.5, during the Nemo, during the Nemo event. And yeah, the fact of current banner, right? Oh yeah, now that you think about it, yeah, the rules of 3 also applies to um the rules of 3 also applies to this guy. I'm not gonna go too into deep about it because it is a 5.2 spoiler. So I'm not gonna go too deep, but yeah, the rules of 3 kind of goes into that guy too, as well as what's his face? What's her name again? What's that girl's name again, chat? There we go. Yeah, the rules of 3 applies to her too. And let's see. So, best weird worst case scenario, chat. She might be our closest thing to yeah. If I were to put the word, if I were to put everybody's favorite word, see the 3 legs, the symmetry. Let's put the word so your favorite word / terminology. It's Venus. Kyrie is a god? No, Kyrie is a just think of Kyrie as a, well, it would be a weird terminology to say he is a god, but essentially he'll probably be like an offspring of some sort. Forget Kyrie thinking that he's a god. Just essentially Kyrie is gonna have another divine bullshit. And I can't say another one to kind of give you a comparison because it is a fucking big spoiler, so. Caren gets possessed by a demon spirit or something in Halaxtria though. I mean, that's okay. That makes whatchamacallit, right? And that makes it possible that she has a corrupted wing. I can't, but the mods can't. Yeah, you need to knock that shit off. But yeah, so anyway, talking about Venus. Guys, do you know what associates with Venus? Tell me all the names that associates with Venus, chat. I know you want to write it quite badly. What doesn't associate with Venus? Oh, I know. Like, you gotta think of it like this. Venus will be the center point, and then everything will have all, like, there's gonna be shit ton of fucking connection. That is gonna all be pointed out in Venus. Well, let me get you a little quick word. There's one. Let's see. Oh, come on. Just fucking say the goddamn thing already. God. Gross. Bro, I have to like look for literature meaning of Venus, because this talks about just the Venus, and I don't like that. Ah, there we go. Venus, mythologies, and disambiguous. Perfect. So Venus, you guys know what it is. Love, beauty, desire, XXX, blah, blah, blah. Ancestors, Roman, fall of Troy. Blah, 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 blah. Another word for it right there. She's usually depicted nude, blah, blah, blah. Latin name, ultimately, contain Latin verbs. So, what do we find out so far, huh? Julius Caesar? Yeah. Yeah, so if you want somebody that's named, this is the closest thing that we're gonna get to this, I believe. So just remember, we're probably gonna get some attribute of this. Venus equals love, demons, and beauty. Yep. And what does that depict? So there's a high possibility, right? It's gonna be something like that. And the Cupid and like these focus, right? These focus of these divine beings are going to be the very main focus, right? The very main focus. These little things. And as you know, speaking of this person plays a big role when it comes to love, beauty, pleasure, passion, and procreation. Yeah, major symbol of ruthless rose doves, cult of Elijah derived from the Pythians, contagions, culted by the Sumerians, blah, 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 blah. You know her lore. I'm not gonna, tell you too much. Essentially, what I'm saying is that there might be some part of her in her. At the same time, she might be mixed with Lucifer. And if you don't know, Uh, what's her face again? There's already 3 divine shit that's pointing out Venus too, right? And this will kind of play into it. So Aphrodite, what the fuck is her name? It's technically Kichi Hogan. Kichi Hogan Sato, I think it was Sato Namankura. That one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, in Hindu and others. And the master, yeah, ascended master, when in reality is a conscious part evolved ascended master of a master soul form of an animal. It's very similar. I wouldn't say it's the same, but just most understand this as a interesting philosophy. There we go. Descendant of the Kama and the Lords of Living Flames of Venus. Blah blah blah. Kind of Venus called this. All this bullshit. またはほぼ 99.9% のネロであるダイナのバブルの近世で MC 化しても半分つながるわけで物質なり生誕な術を考えると機械クルギネが強化されたことにも考えがある。だから俺はクルギネの血はディアンヌの死を受けた者があるものディアンヌ対対になる存在がルシファーであることを説明。ルシファーが属性を持つことで、サイコロアッパのカレンとトトロとルシフェルとなり、ダータンがある以上、呼ぶわけで、さらに他の霊気の状態とつながるのである。他は彼の状態のためにヨシは言っていた。鎌倉イベントで天王が言った後も、天王の話するのは異常的に棍棒でもある。なぜなら、神話のことを信じ、ダガルはビッシュで、ビギマンはつなり、である。天使のうちは土の内を持っているサミエルのと言っている。神の乗り物、鬼キーチ、天使が流れる分立である。使い物はピーク道だけではない。羽が生えたということもある。それがニケである。ニケは別名をウォークトリアと呼び、名前通りで神の勝利であり、戦いの女神でもある。こいつ、カリギュランともに創建されたキャランとブーディカに注目。So, yeah. Essentially, this dude's thesis, right? He's just depicting how all this shit, yeah, there is a reason why all this shit was a thing. Oh, fuck, that's not what I was. By the way, okay, so it's gonna be on the later date. So it'll probably on our Thursday, chat. So on our Wednesday, it'll probably be available. Because it says right here 6 p.m. 6 p.m. at their 10th, which means that it's gonna be what, fucking 12 hours from now? Not even 14 hours from now. So 14 hours from now, they're going to have a FGO maintenance tomorrow. So just add 24 to that 14. And then they're going to have their little maintenance. So it's going to be on our Wednesday. That's when JP event's going to start. At the same time, I was talking about this dude is Omega Big Brain, because the dude talks about how the strengthening of these servants is all related to the foretold events that is to come, right? Boudica's upgrade, Caligula's moon's upgrade, because if you look at Boudica, she's like the representative what? Like, I forgot what the fuck she does. Isn't she? Isn't she like a queen that brought victory? And she has the doesn't she now have the Ireland of Cuggle? Senjo Banarori. And then her noble phantasm, she should say. Chariot of Boudica gives super defense. Yeah, アンドランスターを乗車しているアイヌダストラはケルト氏の勝利の女神である。Interesting. Guitool とニケが暴行である。ここでブデカをここで強化させた後、天使が出てくる道理を導かれる。一応、アイルズ確か同じケルトの戦いの神であるモルガンと同じ種類で一方されたという部分も思われるが、これはローマ戦法際にしてポイントしている一部と考え。で、オルが趣味に生きていこう。二人の示すのにや関心に対する近くのイベントに放題にチェーンと認めよう。大量にはこんな書かれている。ブッダス、お前もかというセリフは有名であるが、このカサイルは暗殺の時、ブルタースは実際は2人存在する。次にピックアップされる。ロムスは双子である。同時的にピックアップされたアストライダーのグッド停止ルーラーである。安定な商法の神様だ。何が言いたいというと、もともとは善悪第二次にする話が多かったが、最近善悪に二次走行する写真が増えてきたということを伝えたい。例えば、地獄マンダラを忠告してみると、OK。そこらのアクセスの情報をとしたリンボが融合しているのである。さらに、原子は分子してスペーシタルを話した。そして次のイベント、鎌倉では、善のちっちゃくなった上敷丸と悪い吉影が、頼光が分裂したことである。このように、善と悪の二人のお話が書かれていることを見ると、ルシファーとミカエルの双子であるというところがつながっている。大天使ミカエルと悪魔のルシファーが双子とある上優存在にゆえに、今年も善の話は使えられる。また、そもそも彼には天使のもの。一つは悪魔。天使。I got it. You ready? Aphrodite is a star. I mean, in a way, if you want to think about it like that, yes, right? Like, interpretation is everything in FGO, and interpretation slash anything will have a meaning to everything. It's just because it doesn't say Aphrodite, it doesn't mean it has an attribute of Aphrodite. It all depends. Like, technically, if you break it down, Ishtar can be mentioned, if not similar, if not equal to Aphrodite. But that's from like a different perspective, right? Like, it all comes into perspective. And now, ever since we have good and evil stories kind of left and right? Because if you don't know, good and evil, ever since it started with Saber Wars 2, started with 5.5, started with now the Kamakura event, all these three equates to the talk of good and evil. So, do you know, do you guys know your Archangel, by the way? Next time is going to be bitter. That's right, it is a bitter Valentine, but it's also going to be sweet. Also, if you didn't notice, last year, right? Well, last year for NA, we did get a CE that is with your girls, both Caren and Bazette. We don't know where she is. I'm pretty sure she'll come at the next Privilia. I think the next Privilia event, she's going to be playing a role. But she's coming in first. I'm blind. I didn't even see the demon wings. Oh no, you didn't see that demon wings? Yep, there's an angel wing and then there's a demon. A lot of people got distracted by the face, the bird. Does that mean Aphrodite like Ishtar? What do you mean? Yeah, if you think of Ishtar, she has a similarity to Aphrodite. Now, that doesn't mean Aphrodite might get a servant, right? Like, she might become her own servant, and it's highly possible. We kind of see the testament to something like that somewhere. But at the same time, the concepts and the explanation, like, it all kind of converges into a similar thing, right? Like how everything is connected to Venus, or how Lucifer's connected to Venus, Ishtar's connected to Venus, Nero's technically connected to Venus. Don't count it. Just because one thing is one, don't count out the other could have the same attribute of sort. And the basic of this picture would be good and evil, right? And JP has a lot of conversation kind of regarding against good versus evil. And this is a perfect explanation to talk about now that we've done talking about this thing. We can go to not the TV series, but the actual Satan or thy devil versus I don't know how to fucking spell it. Not that one. This one. A lot of people are thinking that it's the painter, but I believe it's the Michelangelo Archangel. Because if you don't know, he is the one who fought against Satan's forces. The Archangel of Michael, sanctuary, against God. There is a translation where, they were twins. Or what's the not born, airborne. Don't have the word twin. I wouldn't say they're born twins, but they're essentially created the same thing, right? Like, for instance, there is, I wouldn't say twins. What's another word to say, the relationship between Lucifer or, Satan? I mean, Lucifer to Archangel. Dionysus, Book of Revelation, conflicted Satan, throw down the earth with the fallen angels, tries to lead the world astray. Archangel winning from Satan, 200 angel mounted. Whoever is the enemy of God and his angels and messengers, the God himself is the enemy of believers. Some reference to Michelangelo, the three great Abraham. Let's see. Michael acted. Samuel took hold of fall, saved by God. We said, may the Lord rebuke you. To Satan attempted to claim the body of Moses. Pray God directly. Neither Michael nor Gabriel, two prayers would be seen. There we go. In the early sanctuary, east healing of sword, sight templed. Archangel slaying a serpent, becoming a measure peace, beating that Lucius near there. And two Yeah, Michelangelo is a warrior slaying a dragon too. It was a magnificent church in a time Monroe charm cheers in Eastern Christianity, devotion of archangels. Saint Michael over the angel was called Archangel. Hell be other angels. The title becomes Jude, 6th century of Thor. Castel Antagaro was waiting for its name. Blah 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 blah. Just remember, in certain terminologies, that he was a. There is a painting that he slayed a dragon. This plays a big role. I wouldn't say it's gonna be the person is gonna be a dragon slayer, but just understand that there is a history of Michelangelo slaying dragons. Yeah, Saint Miguel, and the title does not indicate canonization. Is generally referred in Christian as Italians as Saint Michael, and the lengthy short versions of East Virgil alone, it says mentioned by the name, omitting Gabriel and Raphael. His Lord led the army. Saints were revered by the orders of the Middle Ages. Archangel prayers. Monastery, merchant chief commander, placed at the store, Protestant view, demonetization, American evangelist, roadscape pictures. Such scholars are not limited to. Michael's about many titles, been the Son of God, the second person of Godhead. According to the Adventists, such view does not way of conflict. According to the theology, eternal world. One who likes God, Archangel, Chief of Angels, 7-day battle. Believe that Michael is another name for Jesus in heaven and pre-human post-resurrection. I believe dominant role to lead the people, spiritual beings, heavenly son. Heavenly sons, God of wicked, angel of the Lord, who led the people to the wilderness. Where's the part that says a similar creation of Michelangelo and Lucifer? This is all the history now. There is a coordination where essentially there's, I think there was like 7, right? 7 great archangels. And then Lucifer was one of them, and he fell. They were like brothers. Michael Angelic were for armored. He may be standing over the serpent, defeating the figure of Satan. His alliance, iconic. Felt that Lucinius was an agent of Satan, being described in the Book of Revelation. Holding a pair of scales of the weight of the soul departed. And yeah, less common than slaying the dragon. Let's see. Where's the part where Michelangelo and Saint Michael has a see also Seraph, Lucifer. Some Christians have applied the name Lucifer in the book of Isaiah motif to be called Satan, in which the dragon, who is called devil to Satan himself, was thrown down to earth. Defer to the passage of that. Testament page about manifestation of devil, but writing in Greek, not Latin, he did not identify the name Lucifer. Interpreted as an preceded by a thing, twice spoken by the devil, the word of Isaiah. I show above the towns of the clouds, make myself the most high. Speaker that Lucifer was created. Lucifer is not among the numerous names of phrases used to describe devil. Lucifer has not yet become common. Later, the metaphor was being used, capitalized. I saw Satan falling from the heavens, interpreting the passage in the allegory. Or the devil in the church popular name, Dante Alvarez Inferno, Lucifer in the John Mortis in Paradise Lost. English word, Latin used the word to apply so, including Jesus. Says the star, Stella Luna, but the term Lucifer is applied to Jesus in the Eastern that contain that, or a true light world. Blah, blah, blah. Use unrelated to the notion of the fallen. Other instances, Lucifer was related to a star Venus in the Oracle battles of Constellation. Lucifer fought and mounted back Leo. Entirely written Christian version of Greek Apocalypse of Ereza references Lucifer as an antichrist. His word, vulgate used the word of, see, look how they can definitely use this and this together, right? Where Michelangelo, or aka Saint Michael, or Archangel of Michael, is depicted as where is it? Where they're depicted Michael as Jesus, right? Lucifer is depicted as an antichrist, aka anti-Jesus. That's will probably use the common terminology of brotherhood. Simultaneously, they were both high angels, and essentially, yeah, it's the same existence, right? Where everybody was the same. Like there's Lucifer, Raphael, Michael. But Lucifer went down, and they're technically the creation of cherubs. And since Lucifer went down, they would see each other and were to see each other as brothers / sisters, or whatever you call them, as a friendly same faction. This one fallen down from Earth creates a half and half, while Michael is being called Jesus. The other one is called Antichrist, making it half and half, talking about the both verse of good and evil. I can see that. And yeah, that the fact that it can be notified that it is a Venus, referred also as Antichrist, not only vulgates the use of the word Lucifer, it's the same word more times in the context with reference to fallen angel, meaning that it is the morning star, the burning fire, the sign of zodiac. Lucifer is not the only expression that makes speak the morning star. 3 times it is used for Stella Maltena, referring to the actual morning star. Revelation, uncertain references, referring also to Jesus. Indicates the Christian tradition of Latin word of Lucifer, unlike English word, did not necessarily call fallen angel to existence out of context. 2 bishops were named as a Lucifer of Caligari and Lucifer of Siena. Latin word applied to the John the Baptist used Jesus himself. Several early Christian hymns, including Lucius Legator Spenseri, Line. 2 verse Lucifer, you are true light in the world. Purpose of mentioning of a star as a hum metaphor. So Latin word of Lucifer is also used of Jesus in the Eastern proclamation of the prayers of the God. Too much to read. May the flames be found burning at the morning stars. One morning star never sets. Christ, you Son, who is coming back, death's domain, has shed his peaceful light on humanity, living lines ever. Lucifer is a spiritual Ahriman, aka with Christ, with 2 forces intermating a balance for path of humanity. Lucifer represents intellectual, imaginative, delusionally odd force, while he is associated with religious and political culture of Rome, Egypt, and Greece. Steiner believed that Lucifer, as a supernatural being, had incarnated in China about 3 years ago before the birth of Christ. And then you got all your garbage, Luciferism, blah blah blah. Witchcraft. Lucifer, artist. Wouldn't it be funny if she has like a dragon trait? That'd be fucked up. Yeah, see, there's a little brother, older brother. In different terminology, they were brothers of Jesus, but helped the famines to establish his own kingdom, became Dermot. AKA a part series of God. Therefore, he created material world and trapped souls in the heaven inside matter. Jesus descended to earth to free the captive full. A mainstream cross was denounced as a symbol of Lucifer, instrument to attempt to kill Jesus. As a premortal name of the devil, Mormon theology says that the heavenly council, Lucifer, rebelled against the plan of God the Father and subsequently cast out. Says the star Venus, blah blah blah. As a result, it becomes Satan. James says that for devil, morning star. Sometimes before morning. And then you guys also are like thinking, why am I talking about morning stars? Morning stars, like what the fuck does a morning star mean, right? The morning star means this, my friends, my friends. Oh, my friends, my friends. Let's see. Morning star, if you translate it correctly, it could definitely be this one, and simultaneously this one. Oh, not that one. We're gonna let that play a little bit. Where's part 2? Gotta go all the way fucking back down. That shit not playing, right? Good. Where is season 2? Aha. Oh, oops, sorry. I gotta do NA. My bad. Ugh. I can't do NA, I gotta do Aniplex. Which is dumb. I have to Aniplex it because there's so many fucking mods. Let's see. Did you guys get the announcement first? Cosmo. Let's see. Absolute Baba. Absolute Baba. Salem. Aha. So, the moment a planet is born, right? A moment planet is born is like saying a morning star. Now, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be, exactly to a T. But these mentioning of these morning stars, and what if I tell you that the morning star is Venus, it could mean a lot of things, right? But anyway, we're off topic here. Just kind of like a train process where it does say the birth of a planet is born. A moment a planet is born, a planet is right there. Gleaming in close. and the arrival of Venus, which could definitely mean like a morning star, could mean something. Just saying. Oops, did I delete Michelangelo? But essentially, yeah, that's kind of the reason why I say there might be a possible existence between Michelangelo and Lucifer in. It can be a mixed servant. I mean, it's not going to be our first time seeing a mixed servant, because if you don't know, we do have an Avenger that is already mixed in. That is... Actually, there's multiple, but, you know, this will be the perfect... These three will be the perfect example, right? Well, actually, we have 4. We have... well, no, technically it would be 3. 1... No, it's 4. 2, 3, 4. This one is like... You can count that one out because it's not mixed with anything. It's literally mixed itself. But just essentially, there is 3 fine examples of lores kind of mixed in. And you can also count this as like doesn't count because there's only 2 mixed in there, which would make this would count as 3. So there's already people mixed in. At the same time, these are also Persuado servants, right? There are people, some people are mixed in with 2, some people are just kind of there. This will probably be the first time mixing in both 2 archangels together and a Persuado inside. I mean, you also gotta understand, right? It's a vessel of Kyrie, therefore it is highly possible for something like that to happen for a person that is working for the church, that is for God, but that is both selfish and selfless, allowing you to kind of have this fight internal log and all that good stuff. So there's another thing that says, and because she's here, there's a possibility that she's gonna follow suit, aka Bazet. And Bazet, I don't really know about her, but all I know is that her noble phantasm is very powerful. And she's a human, right? And I believe what the capability of she has is almost very close to a sun god, Celtic god. And if you think about the Celtic sun god, Ru's son is Ku. And so just imagine if we get another Ku into FGO, Bazet would probably follow suit if the Celtic lore follows the logic. And the fact that and then yeah, this person's saying that because we have now Caren and we have now Ku equals Odin, Bazet is probably confirmed here. Because technically, very recently, quote unquote, a son of God, another form, during Santa Claus, was also being a boxer. Simultaneously, there is a meme that Bazet is a boxer class. Which is pretty cool. And I understand why different forms of media depicted Lucifer as not being a bad guy. Well, yeah, like Lucifer technically was an angel, right? And a lot of people would go, I don't know. Christianity has a very interesting way to kind of just say fuck Satan slash Lucifer. And the depiction between Lucifer and Satan are, they're not equal, but they have similarity, right? And the thing is, Satan is kind of like a terminology of evil things, right? Satan equals bad. That's kind of a lot of generalized popular opinion. Like, you're a son of Satan or spawn of Satan. You're son, you know, bad, evil. Satan is used as a general word. Lucifer, on the other hand, was used as a almighty beings, or, you know, a great person. Once a fallen, once a great angel itself, but now befallen. Some depicted as disgusting, some depicted as a man who, you know, fell from heaven. It's you know, like, it's one of those. Isn't Venus the morning star? Yes. Mbuku was attacking orbit because an enemy planet was the size of Sora. Maybe. I like that, Road Brave. Does it have an anti-MP as well, though? Yep. That could definitely be the case. Bazet also uses runes too. Yeah, so the theory is, if Bazet can be depicted as a sun god Ru, and sun god Ru is a Celtic god. Celtic god and Celtic god son. Celtic god son of sun, right? The offspring of the sun god is Ku, right? The child of the light of the Ireland. And therefore, and there is a Lost Belt integration where Ku, Caster Ku equals Odin. And there is a son of, there is a, you know, who's, you can even depict who is Odin's father, and that could go beyond, right? Like the son of Odin, father of Odin is Bor. And like Bor goes to another mythology where this person did some next level shit, right? Give me a second. I'm reading about Bor because I know the name, but I don't know exactly what it is. No source providing information. Bor's mother. Might have to ask one of my Nordic friend to decipher what Bor is, because he's a very strong he has a really strong knowledge to Nordic mythology. But essentially, we're assuming that Bazet can be Bor, aka either it's gonna be Bor or his wife, Bor's mother. Yeah, father of Odin V. Vor receives a mention poem. Odin, aka son of Bor, and wife of daughter, son of whatchamacallit. So it could happen. Satan also has a meaning of anger manu. Satan and Lucifer are the same person. He's just that a lot. He has lots of names. Well, and that's the thing too, right? Like history has depicted to a point where Satan and Lucifer can be a different thing, but essentially, generally the same thing. So it's the same thing as saying, what's a good what's a good point out an FGO term? They're the same, but they mean different. Yeah, it's essentially saying Ibuki and Ibaraki. There you go. They're the same people, but they're translated differently. Because Ibuki is Shuten. Ibuki Doji is Shuten Doji, but they're just kind of told differently. That's the correlation you can use for Satan versus Lucifer. They can be two different beings, but in the end, they are clumped as one. Well, it's one of those things that it's a high possibility that she now has at least an attribute of a fallen angel. I'm not saying it's 100% Lucifer, 100% Satan, but it's just Lucifer is just very closest thing to add to the Venus category, because we need a couple more Venus category to kind of create the Whore of Babylon theory kind of complete. So her being Lucifer's portion would be a very big help in a way. I am Christian. They are the same person. I mean, listen, I don't read just Christian. And like I said, Christian is just not the only religion that Nasu is looking at. He's legit just looking at every single religion, especially Rome, Greek, and Egyptian, very closely and kind of meddling things together. And Ghost Trick, you might be on correct, right? Like it might have a portion of that person wielded in as well. Not really like a full person. She probably will definitely have a divine divinity inside of her. But she might get a heroic spirit as well. If we can generalize Satan equals Angermanu, I mean, that makes sense in a way. Like doesn't she possess a part of Angermanu within her? So therefore, there is evil within her. Bazet can be Ku's dad. Well, the easiest way to say is that wasn't Bazet Lancer's master, right? So you can kind of correlate using that terminology. I'm not saying exactly it's gonna be Boar, but if the Odin if Ku equals Odin theory is in effect, which most likely will be, if they go from the Odin perspective, they can use Boar. But I really don't know about Boar, so I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with it. But if they go for like the OG Ku, they can use somebody else and use Lancer's kind of history to be like, I have like ownership of you, or son of Ku or whatever. I like how the thumb page is probably gonna be Satan. That's why I'm trying to put this shit as much as I can. Because I really don't want a fucking Satan page. That'd be next level shit. She's also eyeless, so can really bond with Mists of Ireland. Oh, there you go. Did Bazet have any feeling towards Ku, or did she use Ku as a tool? That will play a role too. And I don't think Emiya can be Satan. But at the same time, Teehee EXD, right? Nah. What up, Arash? Welcome, Io. What's good? Translating, shouldn't the bottom be LB6 spoilers? We don't know. It's technically not even spoilers. I might be talking shit out of my ass. But you're right. I will change it to LB6 spoilers just in case. Here, I even put a question mark. I need to ask, who is that? That's Caren. That's Caren C. What was her full fucking name again, chat? Caren C. What? Caren C. Hortensia. I don't know who Hortensia is. I'm assuming that's mom. That's Caren Hortensia's mom or some shit. Yeah, Claudia Hortensia. Interesting. Can I do spoilers? I mean, yeah, sure. Like, we don't know. And like, the fact that we're talking about all this, anything can be anything, right? We're saying spoilers just because we don't know. We might get it right. We might get it wrong. Just kind of playing it funsies. Can I do spoil, so can I do Bazet better? What do you mean? Are you gonna spoil? Are you gonna spoil the? What are you trying to spoil? Are you spoiling? What are you spoiling? Because Bazet hasn't showed up in FGO, so I don't know what you're spoiling. Oh, you don't know who the fuck Caren is? Fun fact: do you guys know Lucifer and Satan are two different entities? See? And like I said, a lot of people would say Satan and Lucifer are two different things. Christianity likes to make it Satan and Lucifer same thing. My description and my depiction of it is that Lucifer is an angel that fell, became Satan, and Satan is a general term used by Christianity to kind of point at evil. At the point, like, the more modern it got, more it became like a weapon, right? It's like pointing out that she's a witch kind of thing. It's just anything bad equals point Satan. Point Satan, click. I'm going to spoil Hollow Oxtria. How about no? Not yet. Because I'm okay with spoils, but I don't think chat is ready for the spoils. Unless Bazet beat the shit out of Caren. Then talk about that. Mango's Bond CD is Caren. Is that a sexual joke? That's a flower, you cock. Ah, okay. So this part is what you mean. But at the same time, the picture is a same thing. Oh, I see. Oh, in older scripture, Satan was another person besides Lucifer? Interesting. Sorry for English, not main language. It's all good, dude. It's all good. But yeah, thanks for your contribution. But yes, Karina is also symbolized as that flower in Austria. Oh, is it? Nice. What the fuck is that flower? What is this flower called? Hmm? Dude, what if? Dude. 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 You think we're not gonna get a beast? Dude. Wait. Wait, hold on a minute. You think we're not gonna get a fucking beast? Dude. Come on, bruh. This Bond CE is written all over him. I should have just came to this Bond CE in the first fucking place. I should have been like, you know why she's gonna be a beast? Look at this. God damn, my 2-hour goddamn lesson could have been fucking pointed out by just pointing out this goddamn CE. God damn it. I was trying to connect all the fucking dots, and the easiest dot was in Fuckboy Mango all along. GG. The flower isn't a hydrangea. I have no clue. I don't know what flower that is. If you can tell me what that flower is, I will look up the... Hortensia is literally a flower. Okay, well, I don't know that. The daughter of the quintessence Roman Republic order. She is best known to give... Common names of Hydrangea Orstasia is a genuine flower in Asia and America, by far the greatest species diverse in East Asia, notably Korea, China, and Japan. Yeah, I know these. I love these. I fucking woke up every morning watching those bitches bloom. That shit was lit. Interpretive, it means water vessel in reference to the shape of the capsules. Earlier, Hortensia is a Latin version of French, given reigning astronomer. Life cycle. Produce early spring. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So we might have a loop event coming near you. Typically flower and contains two types: non-showy flowers, interior, large flower to kind of show off. Flowers are often extended into a ring. Exterior small flowers. Population typically have none flowers. Cultivated hydrogen is bred selected and have more larger flower types. Blah. Not colors and acidity. I need to know in mythology. Cultivation and uses. They are ornamental plants. Being far the most grown over it. Large flowers. Also known as they're broken into two categories: middle pod and lacca cap. Some best pruned on an annual basis. Very leggy. New wood resulting in pruning. Indicates the treatment of urinary tract. Didn't want to hear that. These flower can be changed from blue to pink, from pink to blue, one season to next, depending on the acidity of the soil. Interesting. And culture, there we go. Sweet tea is another herbal tea made by us. That full taste, flesh, blah 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 blah. During the ceremony, amacha is poured statue over the Buddha, served to people. Blah blah blah. Who cares? We don't need to learn about Buddha yet, my son. Buddha is a little far away. Given the pink hydrogen popularity ties to "You Are the Beat of My Heart," quote him saying delicate blush of the pales, reminding him of beating of the heart, while size could only match the heart's center. Bee friendliness. Ooh, bees. Ooh, oh, hello. Damn, what the fuck? List of diseases. What the dicks? Interesting. a lot in China, Japan, Taiwan, Andes, Taiwan, China, and China. A lot of China, Japan, Korea, Andes, Panama, United States. Damn, Silverleaf. Oh. Japan, Korea, Chile, China. Oh, disambiguous, also new. So does that mean I gotta look for a breed? Call that? Guess not. Interesting. Only 2 Egyptian servants so far? Just wait, we haven't gotten to Egypt types yet. And with this concept, they'll probably add a couple more Egyptians too. If you're only thinking Nitocris and Ozymandias, you're clearly forgetting Cleopatra. Cleopatra is technically Egyptian, but mixed with a little bit of Roman. So you fucking best not disrespect your girl. It's a biology stream now. We went from theology to botany in a snap of a finger. That's right. It could also be a lily white type flower. Horn has meaning of love flower. Language means bloom of love. Oh, that's actually important. Yeah. That's why she's in the Valentine's event. Oh, no, there's more reason why she's in the fucking Valentine's event. But anyway. That is one of the closest terms I do agree that why she's here. Caren's also actually an Italian. Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't know she was an Italian. So it kind of makes sense that she says buongiorno. You know, the fact that she says buongiorno, then it's her. It's her mixed with deities, right? Pretty sure. If not, it would be either one side of her, one side of her, and then there's another side of her, and mixed it together, it would become, like this. Like, we might be witnessing a full form. We might not be witnessing full form. I'm assuming this is her second ascension, if not first ascension. It's not written like that. Don't worry. I'm fucking with you when I say buongiorno. Because if you guys haven't seen the what was it called with Tom Cruise? Shit. It's about killing Nazis. I forgot what it was called. But anyway. We were just discussing how there's a possibility of Michelangelo, Lucifer inside. If this is Lucifer, it could tie into a Venus, and with tie into a Venus, we can talk about more about Horror of Babylonia, the Awakening of the Stars, the reason why we're getting so much raid up, the reason why we have, where the fuck is it? Reason why we have multiple of these raid ups, multiple of these servants. They all mean something when it comes to when it comes to them kind of showing up again, getting a rerun, rework. The common talk of 3, the upgrade. The common talk of 3, 3, and the Son and the Father and the Holy Spirit, 3. So it could be her, Michael, Michelangelo, and Lucifer. Not Satan, because Lucifer has more depiction with Venus. So therefore, they will probably use that terminology more than the Satan word. And technically, the great twins or brother, quote unquote, brothers of angels were Lucifer and great Archangel Michael. So there's a connection between there. Is Angra Manu gonna have an animation update? Maybe. I want to say no, but at this point, apparently she has very, very close, almost sexual intonation with, you know, Mango. So maybe. And if that's the case, I mean, low key, level this dude up. Level that guy up, guys. Because I think we're gonna fight a beast class very soon. I think we're going to fight a beast class. And I think that's officially L3. The Beast of Love. Just one more multi, of course. Gonna be another beast. Yep. Well, this probably will be Beast 3. While we have Beast 3 L and R, right? 2 people making one, while the perfection will be on the other side, right? Like I said, a lot of people are thinking it goes 3R, 3L, right? If you think about it, if you get both of them together, it's technically become 3. And if this, what is this shit called? The Quillith? Quidlith? Whatever the fuck that shit was called. If this theory of this chart is correct, and people went by this garbage, it would mean that we're gonna have a 3 here and a 3 LR. LR here and then 3 here. Because technically, both of them were incomplete, if you can't remember. This was incomplete. This was incomplete. The only completed version we ever quote-unquote kind of fought was 1. 2, we fucking made sure she wasn't completed. 3, L, and R, they were both incomplete, but perfected their own craft. And it's high time that if we're going to cover 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, we're going to have to cover the other side of 3. If this whole theory is correct, which I can see to some extent, but at the same time, like, because a lot of people will be like, but this is L and R though. But you also understand that they were both technically one half of another, right? So they were both incomplete unless 2 of them are together. And because one purposefully split off, right? Since L purposefully split off, R had to pick up its fucking slack. And so that's why 3 is born. So we haven't seen this 3 yet. So that's kind of the reason why the possibility of a beast might occur. Because we've seen so far 1, 2, 3, 4, and then question marks. I'm assuming we have 2. We already have 5, which we have 5 here, 5 there. I think we witness. We know who 6 is, technically, and there's a possibility of 2 7s. And you might be wondering, but Trubs, there's an 8th one. Well, my friends, have I ever told you that we only had 7 singularities to begin with, and 8th one kind of came along at the season 1 ending? Well, just think of it like that. It's just a hidden surprise. A gotcha gimmick. That shit looks like Black Clover. A lot of religions and a lot of magic kind of use this kind of quidlif. Pretty good. I don't know the translations to all these. Somebody had them, and I wish that they would DM it to me. Maybe they did, and I'm just a fucking idiot. But if you know the answer to this shit, please do DM. Hubby will go brrr. Yes. Is it purposefully confusing for FGO to label Kama and Kiara as L and R, as Japanese can't tell the difference so easily? What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean, Brave? There is a reason why they're called L and R. And if you haven't realized that, you'll learn. You're gonna get a Seraph rerun this month, so you'll understand why it's called L and R. So make sure you guys kind of read up and brush up on it. It's ironic that we're going into 3 before you guys get to re-jump into L and R. That's kind of the reason why I'm also be like, hey guys, look. These things aren't fucking common. Like, every time I play NA, I'm almost... It really feels like I'm almost reviewing for the test of NA, JP. Like, whatever, when NA does their shit, it makes sense on JP because it's like a content that they were talking about. It's almost as if NA is purposefully 2 years separated. So those people who can read and understand JP and that is learning English or knows English can be like, holy shit, this shit was talked about 2 years ago. It's fucking crazy. And then, yeah, Seraph, second ballot. This talks about L, aka Lapis. And then R is, I forgot what R was. Rapture. Yeah, Lapis and R. Just kind of look up those words and you'll understand it. It's a theory within a theory within a theory. It could be possible. The 8th one is us. Ah, now you got the surprise, huh? What I find funny is that if you look in Karen's, like in her old profile, she's like a walking trauma. I see. They're using the main plot for that at the moment too, for Black Clover. Oh, that's cool. Translation of the name is the tree is below the same page. Just scroll down. Scrolling down. What do you mean? You think I can read this? No, I can't read any of this. I can't read this shit. Fusion of the power, Lord of the Flies. What the fuck is that? What is Malhut? Give me Malhut. The fuck is Malhut? See, this shit is telling me that I have to depict it here and then depict it here. Satan. Adversary. Oh, well, shit. Well, would you look at that? Huh? One of them has Satan on it. Huh? Well, well, well. We meet again, S-word. These are confusions that power great, which goes by beginning the great energy to create process of Brina. Context is the one who goes forth the place empty of God. Lord of the Flies, we come on. Let's see, both Satan and Beelzebub are attributed as Adam Beryl, and Beryl is often used separately as demonic name. The element of God. Even in Bina, fuck is Bina? Going here. I want to know this. Fuck everything else right now. I want to know Malchot. There is no. Anyway, I think the person's going like this. My theory is going like this. Instead of going down and up, I think we're instead of going up to down, I think we're going down to up. Because that would make sense. We haven't, because we're going to see one. L1, B1, B2, BL, BR. Assuming that's how it works. If not, BLR, B3, B4, B5, B5, B6, B7, B7, B8. Is BB good? I didn't get her because I started playing 4 months ago. Yes, you should get BB. She is a free 5-star, free 4-star MP5 Moon Cancer servant. You might be wondering, but you know, there ain't a lot of Moon Cancer. You will thank your gods that you had BB at one point in your life. Get him. Tomorrow's JP's Valentine's. No. Yes and a no. Just expect the Valentine Day to be like late. The reason for that is that we did get a news update, and that news update is that right here, right? Like ever since we're gonna have data issues. I like how it says we're gonna have data issues. So at 2:10:18, so that's 6 p.m. You don't know. And if you were to translate 6 p.m. that's right around here. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be fucking awake at that time. You know, that's when they're gonna do their update. Assuming 4 hours later, right? Assuming 4 hours fucking later, they're probably gonna start their, it's probably gonna be live about at 11 p.m. at best. Given this much hour to repair or maintenance, so around 6, 7, 9, 11, 2, 3, 11 p.m. These guys will be your timelines. Make sure. I say it's tomorrow, right? It's going to be on our 10th early morning, their 10th late at night. So technically, when I wake up on Wednesday, It's Mighty Morphin streaming time, baby. Outcome, which means kingship. Oh, there you go. King of Kings, Solomon. Hey, what'd I tell you about posting links? If you're gonna post links, you gotta ask. Caren likes to poke at people's traumas. Jesus. Fucking minute. Life incarnate BB, huh? Who has Wicker Man as his MP, Kester Ku, who is Odin. Damn. I like that. Which one you want me to go to? Go to the part that's labeled Koldravan Cabal. Where's that at? What the hell is a... Alternative spelling is Bala, Belila, Balala, Balor. That fits Caster Ku alright. Worthless. A naughty person. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely getting off the fucking checklist. The sons were Eli and were sons of Bela. Modern terminology has been changed to instead of Bala, worthless men, wicked men of cities, is applied to ideas and words in council. Frequently worthless men lowered to such degree was Benjamin who committed the sex crime. Second temple period. Ballad pit of angel of amity. Darkness in his domain. Counsel to bring wicked about. Nah. I don't think I read enough yet, but I don't think so, my friend. I think we might be looking at it a little too crazy. Bala also means without a master. Symbolizes independence, self-efficiency, and personal accomplishment. Interesting. Use the term son of Bela or the son of the Law One. Sleeping Prophet gave over 1,500 readings individual to deep trance state. While definition of the son of the boss consistency with the Hebrew of meaning worthless, individual focused on self-gratification. Caius went out and used the term frequently to compare opposing human forces to work prehistoric time related to the early advance of Atlantis. Digimon Adventure 2. Wow. So going there. Alright. I stopped reading ever since. What does the C stand for Caren C. Hortensia? It can be anything. It could be cherub. It could mean could mean Claudia. What else it was? There's one more reference that I can't remember for the life of me. Fuck. Oh, Cupid. Yeah, Cupid, aka Cupid. Which, if you read it forward, Cupids are essentially Cherbids. So there's like a 3 entourage words of her mom's name, the Cupid's name, and the cherub's name. Because if you don't know, technically, if you were to depict the Cupid, they are technically a cherub. And this is a mixation of... Yeah, this is a mixation of Christianity and Greek mythology with Roman written in with Hebrew stuff. Yeah, it can be whatever it fucking wants to be. I didn't wrote a word, put a space instead of you gotta put space, certain bastard. Get hit. Didn't Ozzy call himself King of Kings though? Ozzy calls himself whatever the fuck he wants, just like Gilgamesh can call whatever the fuck he wants. Any chance of unscheduled maintenance for JP? No. We got scheduled maintenance as always. Karen L. Karen? No. There are a few angels starting with C names too. Well, that works too, right? And I think one of the fallen angels starts with a C too. So. Where did that information say Karen's Hortanasia is also Italian? I have no clue. I'm just taking people's word for it that she's Italian. I don't know why. I don't know where that shit came from. He was born in Italy where Kyrie was a priest. Oh, damn. Looked into the demon. Starts with a C. That shit. Demon starts. "25 demons that list with C." Bitch, don't take me to Pinterest, you hoe! Get me out of here! God, almost got fucking trapped there forever. Demon name. Ancient Rome that spits fire, son of god Vulcan, lives in a cave, kills passengers. Caim, fallen angel, appears to be thrush of a man or with a sword. Demonic god with a monkey has an ability to take forms of shape. Hey, thanks for the raid, Fishy. Appreciate ya. A demon that shows the form of a blackbird, master of logic and pun, also commands 30 legion. Charm ER, demons of death who appear as a skeleton to make a final kill with a knife. Charveteror, aka a female demon of kind, tribute to the prayers to the travelers. Sacrifice animals. Cheiron, Greek demon, describes a former god sent to the underworld. Said that he was in charge of the gates. Chiron is a leader of the dead, keeper of the torturer of the dead in the underworld, often mixed with animals. Oh, that can definitely play a good role there. Chiron. Humongous who mean eat young girls. Demon that seduces woman, the husband. Demonic half-breed of the underworld. Beast is specific. 3 heads, 1 lion, 1 goat. That's Chimera. Female demon shaped in a cat. She visits the sick, consumes their food, causes death. That's fucked up. Powerful demon nature of your mission hippos. Anybody embodies the evil and embodiment of erupting volcano. Demon who appear in the shape of a horse. Iron leg scares wonders. Ghost vampire. Ugly demon that hates all light. They create pregnant when it dies doing that. Demon who rides on a black horse. Discovers long lost treasure. Commands 20 lives. The Kimi. Refer to the eating everything possesses skill to rattle. Possesses a skirt rattle. Interesting. Coyote is a Native American devil trickster. Sometimes he may help you out. Nope. Not really here that maybe this one. Corcel. Corcel can definitely be one. Because it's a demon, form of an angel that can also create water. So this will probably be a very nice closest description of what it could be. But we never see her talk about water, so we don't. But yeah, thanks for the raid, my man. Appreciate you, Fishy. How are you doing today? Abby's MP is called Quillith of Arizona. Any relationship to that Quillith theory that you were looking at? Maybe. Perhaps that is where it came from. And technically Abby is like the gatekeeper of all gatekeepers. That's kind of fucked up and mixed with the all-abiding God. So it could be a possibility. I can see it for sure. And like, think of it like this too. The theory is that Caren is a persuado servant of an angel. That's my big theory, yes. It's that the theory of, because she is a priestess, right, technically. She's from the church, son of God, aka son of Kotomine, aka therefore there's a possibility where she might be having persuado servants of a angelistic creatures. Now notice that it is both half angel, half demon. That's why I said it could definitely either be Michelangelo, aka Saint Michael's, or the archangel Michael, and Lucifer intermixing. A lot of intermixing can have been occurred you know, throughout the entire ages, right? Like, there is no, there's no whatchamacallit, mixiation of many things. There are people mixed in with one another, so a lot of people would be like, what would, you know, like, who cares if it's mixed in with an angel? If it's two angels, right? If it's two angels mixed in together, one both good and evil, it creates an equilibrium, aka it makes sense for her to be a ruler. If I remember correctly, the silhouette of her also has a sword. Might be kind. Does she have a sword? I don't think she has a sword. If you're talking about the noble phantasm, yeah, I guess you can definitely see that. But the most descriptive form of this is Michelangelo, aka Saint Michael. Where did I fucking put that bitch? Did I delete it? Michael the Archangel. Because a lot of the descriptions have Michael wearing a very long sword. Not sword, like a lance. While some of them, the Dragon Slayer form has a sword. I don't know if we got more pictures of Michelangelo, but yeah, a lot of modern description is AKA a lance. And like, even if it was a sword, it's like really long fucking sword. Insanity wise. Like a lightning spear. I can't draw him. So that's kind of another reason why I might saying that it might be Michelangelo. I don't know what the fuck her other hand is doing, but you know, could be anything. Is it a lance? We don't know. We don't see the full picture here, so we don't know if that's a lance. We don't know if that's a sword. Michael also depicted as a like holding a lance that is also a sword, right? So we don't exactly know yet, but a lot of the description is either that it's holding a sword or it's holding a lance, long one.